And so, back to school. That was a very nice end to summer vacation.
Morning! Good morning. Summer vacation's over already.
So, we're officially in autumn now.
Yo guys, I got lost on my way here.
The vacation was pretty long. Not that long. Sheesh.
Yosuke has already forgotten the way to school, although his mind probably blotted it out.
Good morning.
You? You're that, pint-sized detective.
I beg your pardon? My name is Naoto. Please don't give people bizarre nicknames you make up on the spot.
Well, Pint-Sized Detective is still a notch above Killjoy Detective.
You know this is a high school, right?
My cooperation with the police has come to an end. However, there are aspects of the case with which I remain unconvinced. There are some family-related issues as well, so I've decided to stay here for the present. From today forth, I'll be a first year at your high school. And I felt that I should at least introduce myself to you all. I trust our relations will be cordial, Senpai.
Senpai? That detective boy's our underclassman?
Yeah, that awkward feeling when, someone in a lower grade is much, much smarter than you are. Yeah, that's interesting to know that. Yeah, from what I've heard, Mitsuo, I think, used to go to this school, but now he goes to a different one. Sadly, Chie is not here to chime in on this lesson. I can just hear Chie from, like, all the way across the school yelling, me, I'll answer that! I often find that in any question where one of the options is all of the above, it's usually the correct answer. Sometimes they fake you out, though. Ah, yes, rabbit, which, in Australia, we actually ate during the Great Depression because, there were so many rabbits here. And yes, after all of those crazy events of summer vacation, there's another crazy event coming up, the school trip. Very, very soon after we get back to school, and we're already going on a vacation. A school-sponsored one, at least. And it's probably not going to be much of a vacation. It's probably going to be more of a study trip.
Man, school's as dull as ever. With the case closed, the days feel so empty all of a sudden.
I hear you there.
Come on, Yosuke. Everything went back to normal. It's a good thing.
I didn't mean it that way, it's just...
Hey, we're stopping by Juness later, right? Why don't we ask Naoto-kun to join us? Oh, I just thought, since he doesn't know anyone yet, he must feel lonely.
Good, let's also ask Kanji to join us.
Didn't he say he came here to help out with the murder case? With the case closed, he's just an ordinary guy now. And if you think about it, that makes him a transfer student, just like us.
That's one way to put it.
Hello, Senpai.
Speaking of which, you're also technically a transfer student.
Maybe he transferred here out of plain stubbornness.
And Yosuke completely ignores
'Cause
her.
He doesn't seem like he's only in it for fun. Alright, let's see if he wants to hang out with us.
A celebrity coming to school is already a surprise, but a detective is even rarer. I'm a little curious to see what his family's like, too.
Might not want to go with that if we've only just really recently met him.
There's that, and the fact that he's a detective at his age.
Oh, speak of the devil. There's the little guy.
You don't know the area yet, right? Come on, we'll show you around.
Also, pay no attention to the fact that my name is Conniving.
There's probably tons of places to hang out that only we'd know about.
I dispute that, given the wealth of places we have access to.
That won't be necessary. I'm not interested in hanging out, and neither am I interested in you two.
Huh? Hey, what did you say?
What's with that attitude? We're just trying to be friendly.
Jeez, way to make an impression. Yo, Naoto-kun. How's it going?
Oh,
Hey guys, what's up?
well, we'll be going now.
Yes, please leave. You were already told no.
So we meet again. May I help you?
Hey, Naruto-kun! If you're not doing anything after school, wanna come with us?
Come with... You mean me? Perhaps another time. I have some things to mull over.
Well, that's a good sign considering how bluntly you rejected the others.
Things to mull over?
I must go straight home today. I promised my grandpa so.
Grandpa?
Oh well, that's that then. Let's hang out some other time.
Man, did you see Naoto's attitude? He sure blew his debut at school.
Well, to be fair, those girls were being pretty pushy and they definitely had a certain thing on their minds, so I don't really blame him.
Is he gonna be okay at Yasogami?
He is different, but he has this mysterious air around him that draws your attention.
Whoa, Yukiko, I never knew. You like younger guys?
No, that's not what I meant.
Naruto-kun said he has things to mull over, but he's gotta be talking about the murder case.
He's some ace detective, right? I bet he's not satisfied, even though the case is closed.
That's true, but... This place isn't our special headquarters anymore. Let's talk about something else.
Isn't the class trip coming up soon? Where are we going?
Tatsumi Port Island.
Wait a minute, does Kanji have, like, obscure relatives who own an... Wait a minute, I recognize the name of that place. And by the way, no relation to Kanji Tatsumi at all, it's different characters.
I heard it's an artificial island that faces the ocean. It's a pretty big city.
Did you also hear of an incident of involving a serial Casanova there a few years ago?
Huh? Port Island? I did tons of shoots there. It's just beyond the Moonlight Bridge, yeah?
Did you also hear that there are a lot of, incidents that occurred on that bridge, too?
Should be lots of places to hang out there.
Oh, you have no idea. Places to raise your charm, places where you can trade gems for weapons, a police station that sells weapons to high schoolers, but only due to big conglomerate connections.
Actually, we may not have any time to goof off during this trip. I heard the school board is changing the trip schedule this year. The idea is we're gonna visit a private school there, like to have local and urban students interact or something.
And, considering how snobbish urban students tend to be in these settings, this isn't gonna go well for us.
It'll be all about studying and serious business. Yuck.
Ugh, they're totally missing the point of a class trip.
What kind of place is this private school?
I heard it's really good. They have nice buildings and everything. But it's closed on the day we're going there, so they're going the extra mile to make this work.
Well, closed is certainly better than turning into a giant eldritch location of doom that makes you tired and also has shadows trying to kill you.
They want us to tour some factories on the second day, and then we're coming back on the third day.
That's no different from a social studies field trip. I didn't want to know that.
Can't expect much from a school-sponsored trip, I guess. Well, we'll be around, so if it starts to drag, we can ditch.
I'll show you guys around.
But we're in different years.
Oh, didn't you know? The excursion will be like the campout. They're going to combine the first and second years. Since student enrollment is down and they're low on funds, they've cut the excursion back to once every 2 years.
I think I've actually heard of this happening in a lot of real schools, and it sometimes means that certain years miss out entirely.
Well, at least we won't be bored with you around, Senpai.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember the last time I went to Port Island and I wasn't working. This'll be great.
I wish I could be that positive about it. Doesn't this seem like a pain in the ass to anyone else?
Some people were against the proposition, but it's been decided. Oh, and guess whose idea it was? King Morons. It's just the kind of thing he'd come up with.
No, King Moron! Why must you torture us from beyond the grave?
Another one of this game's great lines.
No, King Moron!
You don't even know who that is.
Hey, tell me more about this trip. Where is Port Island? What's there?
I don't think we should, yeah, this could be very bad.
Get back to work, will ya?
Plus, he doesn't even go to our school.
Well, even though the class trip is coming up, it's still a ways away. What should I do until then?
Well, it's not like we got much to do here in the first place. Man is just an animal trying to figure out how to kill time through his days.
Huh. You made that sound like you were being philosophical. Yet it made absolutely no sense.
It kinda did, honestly.
Sorry.
Well, she didn't quite break that time. Maybe she's learning to control it.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
The melons are finally done! I guess we can have one to smash a lot sooner. Also, by melons, I mean just melon, most likely, even though it shows a lot of them here. Yeah, just one. Still, one is more than amazing. Haven't actually grown wheat in a while, let's do that. I forget how I'm doing when it comes to chess keys. I'm probably fine, they're relatively easy to get. So yeah, that is a lot of story scenes since summer vacation ended. Oh, and tonight we are actually going to be spending time with Nanako, and I'm pretty sure we already have a Justice persona. A few of the questions you answered during homework only give 1 point regardless of a matching persona.
Yeah!
And she was already going to become closer soon from all of the homework anyway, but still, it's always nice to get more points with Nanako. Was that the parent-teacher conference? He's making steps. I mean, I'm sure his work will understand. And it's not often you see him smile these days. I don't know which of these is better, honestly. You can select either one when it comes to points, but...
Huh?
Doesn't mean it's your fault, though. It means he cares about you.
After Mom died, I was lonely, but I'm not the only one who's sad that Mom's not here anymore. Dad, he was lonely too. I'm sorry, Dad.
Nanako's learning an awful lot. We're almost there to bring this family back together. It will happen, don't worry.
Thank you, Big Bro.
And suddenly the full voice acting is gone. It was still fully voiced for, the best part.
Good night.
I do like that they went out of their way to make sure those lines were voiced. I kind of like the way things look on our trip to school now. It's supposed to be autumn though, you'd think things would be more, I don't know, orange and brown in autumn. Well, you have different hair to the late for school guy, so you obviously aren't the same person. Oh yeah, university entrance exams, those are always extreme pain in Japan. Of course, once you actually get into university, then pretty much your academic results don't matter at all. You can just laze away all your days, and even being in a prestigious university is basically enough to guarantee you a job. It's a weird system. Yeah, there he is, there's late for school guy. Still late, as always. Some things never change. Well, Naruto thinks they haven't been resolved, and he seems pretty smart. Well, he was some kind of sicko, but first let's give you a charmed veil. Beautifully wrapped chess keys. Have you got chess keys from this girl earlier, too? So that's that one done. And there is something else kind of interesting that's going on in school. Although I want to see if you, Yes, are you finally going to go for it with Rooftop Girl? I guess we'll find out. But more importantly, if we go up to the seniors floor... Oh, also Senpai Girl's here, we should probably check in with her. Yeah, some of it is actually interesting. I don't know if I've ever gone into this with Persona 4, but you're kind of set up to think that Saki might be a party member, and then it turns out that no, the most senior members of the party are second years. There are no playable third years, despite P3 doing that. But yes, Funky Student is back. Oh no, it's totally not because you were dodging studying. I love the name of these quests, by the way. I can't praise enough whoever localized Persona 4. The dialogue is just amazingly written, and also, if Legends of Localization is any indication, also faithfully translated. And they have such a great sense of humor too. But anyway, this quest. I'm guessing these had to be localized a lot too, because the answers probably wouldn't have made as much sense in Japanese. Skateboard's in Group A, Go-Kart is in Group B, Egg Timer is in Group A, Alarm Clock is in Group B. So, who does Protractor roll with? We need to say Group A here. And what they have in common is human motion. Although I feel like personally skateboards and go-karts both require human motion, but I guess he's referring to the kind of like motorized go-karts. Because when I think of go-kart, I think of like the wooden ones that people, like the kids build. I think they're called billy carts in a lot of contexts. But yeah, it turns out there's more to this. Gorilla is Group A, Elephant is Group B, Coffee Maker is Group A, and Egg Beater is in Group B. So, whose phone call does Avalanche answer? I love the way that he puts this. And we have to say this out loud. So, for this one, try saying the words out loud in a sentence. That's the hint here. So, a gorilla, an elephant, a coffee maker, an egg beater. So, in this case, it's Group B, because you say an avalanche. And that's, like I said, this one was probably different to the Japanese version, because Japanese doesn't have that kind of thing. That's a bit of a lame reward, but at least the quest is done. And there is also one other quest that we can do, but it's not in the school, it's actually in Okinawa. And even though it's thunderstorming, Okinawa's magical weather aura has meant that, yep, it's only cloudy here. It's just so weird. I guess they just couldn't be bothered to, like, determine what would happen in Okinawa when it was raining. Okay, so after trying the crane game, we need to talk to her. I mean, that is actually kind of true. Zombie movies rely on people being complete morons to further their plots, usually. Narukami definitely likes strange things. Whenever I see O-Parts, I always think about that song from The World Ends With You, which, its lyrics are completely just word salad, kind of like Reach Out to the Truth in some regards. But it actually means out-of-place artifacts, which are the source of a lot of speculation. Basically, like, something that seems to be from one civilization that's found in the completely wrong part of the world for that civilization. I get the feeling that a lot of them are probably hoaxes, though. It'd be quite easy for people to just plant something. But anyway, when you're talking about artifacts, and in particular archaeological digs and things like that, we need to go to Queen Tut herself, Miss Sofue, who will be hanging out around this corner like she usually is. Yep, there she is. And yeah, I think it actually is confirmed that she is the sister of Mr. Honor from Persona 3, the one who's obsessed with the Sengoku era. And so we just need to relay this information back to that girl. Mystical Scarab, I believe, restores all SP, so that's a pretty great reward. And it's funny to talk to these people after talking to her. Oh, really? Yeah, you just keep saying that. It's honestly like that girl, in some regards, is actually pretty radical by Japanese standards. And there's also more stuff here. Yeah, so swimsuits. Basically, the ones that they wore at the beach scene. In this case, because we already had access to these two, it's, I believe, well, we can't get Rise's swimsuit because she's not here, but we can get Teddy's sailor trunks, as well as Kanji's dangerous briefs. I guess dangerous because they're prone to wardrobe malfunctions. So now you might be wondering what we're doing today. Well, your first hint is it's raining. The second hint is we're going to save before doing it. The third hint is it's not Mega Beef Bowl. We are finally going to fish for the big one. Not the one from Fodlan. This one makes that one look like a joke. It also makes the Guardian from Persona 5 look like a joke. You'll see. But here we are at the beach. We won't be using that umbrella for long because we'll need both of our hands for the fishing rod. We've read beginner fishing and expert fishing, we have a sea rod, it is finally time. As I've said before, I don't know if you actually need it to be a thunderstorm for this, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. This is why I wanted to make sure to get the Genji beetles from the TV, because these are the ones that attract the Sea Guardian, and I might as well go for the Sea Guardian first. That is definitely not the Sea Guardian. I love the lack of music and the ominous cracks of thunder here. Okay, I think this is it. Yep, makes everything else look like a joke, doesn't it? It's really not that hard, it's mostly just a game of holding out until you get triangles. It's definitely possible to get without using the triangle button. In fact, that would be kind of a nice challenge. But anyway, while we're here, we may as well go for the lowest possible rank of bait. I think this is the lowest possible rank of bait. And I don't think this is it. So what I'm actually looking for is a single ripple. Yeah, we got an octopus. Like, really the main use of those is trading for stones and also for feeding to party members for SP. Okay, there we go, yeah, single ripple. So, the single ripple is kind of interesting because it can be either something totally useless or something that might seem totally useless but actually isn't. Also, it makes no logical sense why you can potentially fail at fishing these up. Because I don't exactly know how a tire can exactly fight back against your fishing rod. I suppose you could easily snap the line trying to reel it in. But sometimes if you get a single ripple, you'll fish up something interesting. Ah, no more trash. I've kind of got an idea though, I might want to reload a save and try a theory that I have. Yeah, there we go, the bus stop sign. I have a feeling it's guaranteed to be the first thing that shows up, regardless of bait, so me rejecting the first ripple for the Genji beetle last time was a bad thing. So now we have this, it's a joke weapon. You're generally guaranteed one joke weapon per day that you fish in the sea. And yeah, I think it is actually the guaranteed to be the first one. It obviously doesn't cost bait either, because it's not a fish, it can't eat it. So I have to actually catch the Guardian again. And here's a very, very spasmy tuna. Let's check out that bus stop sign. It was a joke weapon in Persona 3, but there it was a strike weapon. Here, rage high odds. Well, I guess that fits for buses. Reminds me of one of my favorite jokes in Inside Out that happens during the credits. But yeah, we have that now, and tonight, I think we actually still have Ukabak. Yes, we do. So we're gonna see Devil, and that means I'm slightly ahead here, so we might be getting rank 9. And it's always good to still go and catch bugs every now and then. Even though we've done all the fishing we need to for a while, we will still need to fish again later on. Oh, looks like the boss is back. Well, it is often annoying when even, you know, in the work-life balance, the life part of that still becomes work, because it's just, you're forced to go out with, work superiors. And yes, relationship will deepen, but I do know that dialogue choices don't actually matter for this rank up. Yes, blah blah blah, scary blah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We've already maxed courage. Well, this was bound to happen sooner or later. Hey, pointing out that your colleague is overworking themselves shouldn't get you punished. I'm not sure why they needed to inject her with a syringe, though. Yeah, you always have to help yourself before you can help others. If you just exhaust yourself like that, you won't be able to save lives where it really matters. Well, it's good you realized that before things got even worse.
Thank you.
Although she was doing it as an escape for her pain, I do feel like overworking yourself is a huge problem in Japanese work culture, so this social link does bring up a lot of relevant issues.